Good morning, America. How are ya? Monday Morning Rail. Hi, I'm Denny Jelsma, and I'm at the world famous Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, where the sun always shines. Today is Monday, and you know what we do on Monday? You guessed it, we do show and tell. Show and tell is always brought to you by Jelsma Graphics, the people that make all the railroad embroidery clothing. They have since 1985. That's 40 years of making railroad hats, shirts, jackets, all kinds of railroad and memorabilia for the rail fan, the railroads, you name it, all custom embroidered. Go to our website. It's JELSMA Shop and Shop. And with all that being said, Show and Tell is going to start right now. Show and Tell is going to start right now, but first of all, I want to say thank you for all the people that watch us, have for quite a few years. Our channel is growing. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. On Facebook, we average from 15 to 20,000 views every week, and we just thank you. We really appreciate you watching, and when we go to train shows, we just really appreciate you constantly coming up and say, hey, they watch us on our Monday morning rail, and also they watch me on the Ken Patterson show. Make sure that you always, once a week, watch the Ken Patterson show, What's Neat in Model Railroading, and then he has a monthly show also. But we just appreciate all the people. Number two, he will give out, and also Richard, they will give out 8x10 glossies that they'll sign. Also, the world famous railroad photographer Andrew Casey, he has 8x10 glossies. If you see him out photographing, say, hey, can I have your autograph or a picture with you? He'll be glad to do that. All three of those guys are very friendly. I've been pressured this last year for me to get 8x10 glossies. I'm coming out with one, so be patient. I'll have one of those available. I don't know when, hopefully at the next show. But anyhow, that's not my thing. My thing is to bring you the show and tell and the Ken Patterson show of all the things that are happening in the railroad world. Now, we are going to be going to the next train show is in DeLand in October. I think it's the 4th. You'll see myself and number two. Then the 1st, I think it's the November the 1st, will be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Train Fest, and it's downtown at the Bird Center, big convention center. We'll be there. Done that show for 20 some years or 30, I forget. And then at the end of January, it's the 25th and 26th of January of 2026, we'll be at the Big E, the Amherst train show. That's the biggest train show in America, in my opinion, and it is the absolute best. They have almost 30,000 people through the show. It's just absolutely unbelievable show. 4 huge buildings. You cannot see it in 2 days. But we've been in the same spot for almost 30 years. So see us then. And another upcoming, I had the privilege to go I will be going with the world famous Andrew Casey to Roanoke, Virginia in the middle of October, and we're going to be filming 611 on their fall foliage run up the new gorge, and that's going to be exciting. And speaking of Andrew Casey, this morning I thought about the 611. I'm very excited about that. I woke up and I thought, you know, it would be really nice if Andrew would be so kind to be my cameraman today. I know that number two wouldn't mind. And so I called Andrew and I said, hey, could you do me a favor and be my cameraman at Show and Tell this morning? And he says, sure, I would. And so kind of to get us all kind of going into the 611 mood, I'm going to show my show and tell is about the Powhatan Arrow train. But before I go there, I want to say we had an exciting weekend this past weekend at the Florida East Coast Railroad Society in Melbourne. We have an annual convention. I've been a charter member of the Florida East Coast Railroad Society for 20-some years. I sit on the board. It's just a fantastic society. We had our annual meeting and we rode the Sugar Express. On Friday, we toured the New Smyrna engine shop and just fantastic. We watched the veterans unit. They took off the trucks and it was just really, I did a video on that, so make sure you watch that. And then on Saturday we rode the Sugar Express from Fort Pierce. It's called the K branch. They haven't had a passenger train on that for almost 100 years. And our society was able to negotiate and with the Florida East Coast and also the Sugar Railroad and U.S. Sugar, and we rode to Clewiston. And it was about 3 hours, and we had the Florida East Coast 148 engine pull us, the steam engine. One of our members, Richard Beal, who was a retired FEC and tri-rail engineer, his father ran that, and Richard got to sit up in the cab, and just really great memories. And we're going to be doing a video show and tell on that Sugar Express. Andrew Casey agreed to help me edit a whole bunch of videos, and so that'll be coming out very soon. And just join these historical societies. If you're a Wabash person, join the Wabash Historical Society. For $35, $40 a year, you get an unbelievable amount of information. You usually get 4 magazines or more. The Union Pacific has an unbelievable historical society. This year their meeting is going to be in Silvis, Illinois, and touring the shops there. You get so much value from these historical societies. I'm a member of, I think, about 10 or 11, and it's very, very important that you support that. That helps preserve history. And just like the Florida East Coast, we got to do things that nobody would ever get to do, but that's what happens. And in a couple of weeks, the Wabash is going to be meeting, Wabash Historical Society is going to be meeting in the Detroit area, along with the Ann Arbor, and it's just really very impressive. Same thing with the Burlington. I love the Burlington, Chicago, Eastern Illinois, and there's 3 historicals going to meet this year, and they're all together. So make sure your favorite railroad, I don't care what it is, they typically will have a historical society. Join them, it's well worth that. So with all that being said, I want to show you what Andrew and I are really excited about, and that is the N&W Powhatan Arrow. The model that I have, I've got a Broadway. Now I chose number 609 instead of 611 just to be a little different, and this is a Broadway. It smokes, it does everything you could imagine, and I'm going to start it up here for
that's awesome.
Broadway does just absolutely a beautiful job on their engines. Jelsma Graphics is a Broadway dealer, and I just love selling their products, and I love running them. From Bob, the president, down to the guy that ships it out, is just absolutely wonderful. I've got a new young guy named Kurt. He just does a fantastic job of publicity and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so, that's my Powhatan Arrow. It's was a day train. It ran from Norfolk, Virginia to Cincinnati, and it was an absolute success. It was a lightweight, Pullman standard cars, and it was all coach. When it was introduced, there were 7 cars. It had a Denning car and an observation, 5 coaches, and just a beautiful, beautiful car. MTH made this. It's lighted. It's exact, accurate. Very proud that MTH did this. And this train's 20 years old or more that they brought this out. But just look at in here, the tables. It's all lighted. And what I have to do to this train is that I have to put some people in it, and I'll do that. And hey, Andrew, if you could get the end of this, that would really, that observation car.
That's a beautiful train.
Yeah, just think, Andrew, you and I are going to be watching and seeing the parts of this train. They'll have some N&W trains on this. And I can't wait, I know you can.
Oh yeah.
And Andrew said he was going to go and film this, and I said, hey, can I do a show and tell of you filming the train? He says, sure. So we're going to spend 3 or 4 days going to Lona, Virginia in the middle of October, and we're going to watch this train. And so this morning, like I said, I called Andrew and said, hey, I'm so excited. I'm still on a high from riding the sugar train, and I thought, hey, I called Andrew. I says, I want to do a show and tell on the N&W train, and he said, yeah. And I said, be my cameraman. I said, number 2 won't mind if you take his place. And so this train kind of gets Andrew and I in the mood of watching trains, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful train. And what's nice also about this train is the cars run well. They really run well. Now, our layout, we just very seldom have a derailment because our track is so good. And then any piece of equipment that goes on, we double inspect it and make sure that it runs. And so it is just a beautiful train, and I like it. Now, real quick note, I get a lot of requests that people want to see our entire layout, kind of starting from the Jacksonville terminal all the way to Jessup, Georgia. We're going to do one of those probably in about 2 to 3 weeks, and so stay tuned. We get a lot of requests from that. The Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum's whole purpose is to preserve the history of Jacksonville railroading from 1937 to 1974. That's when they closed the Jacksonville Terminal. And so we'll be doing a video on that. And once again, we just thank you all for watching. And that's the way it is at the world famous Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, where the sun always shines and running trains is a pleasure, and peace and harmony and climate control.